Oi, welcome to the Grim Tanker with another replay. Yeah, how am I gonna explain this? Artillery. Yeah, I'm not a professional artillery player, but I do play it every once in a while, and I don't suck too hard at it. Let's just say that. And with this clip, I'm gonna make myself the most hated YouTuber for at least a short while, because not only I'm gonna showcase how I'm ruining everybody's game in the enemy team, also gonna tell you how I do it, and if you want to pick up some tips, then maybe improve your own gameplay in RT, that's fine. Yeah, people aren't gonna like it, more scumbags, whatever. What you see me do here, I'll just tell you what I'm thinking while I'm doing it. What you see me do here at first is moving back. And at first I feel like, well, there's a couple of tanks spotted kind of in the open, let's take a clutch shot. I have luck because it could have landed anywhere, and this STB got hit for 115 damage, which is not a lot, but it's something. Might have killed some modules, so you don't want to shoot like that every time. Like not fully aimed, and more praying for a good outcome than knowing that it'll land in the proximity of the tank. But this was a good player. STB was a tier 10, one of the 5 they have, the other 10 being tier 9. So yeah, this is on this map. That's a bush you'll see me aim at quite often, because there's always something in there. It's like, yeah, that's another 471 on the STB. Good. Yeah, if he's presenting himself like that, I'm going to take the shots. And immediately after taking the shot, you see me reposition. This is because enemy RT, and there's always going to be at least one, could be counter RTing, and if they do, you don't want to be sitting in the same position where they can see your shell fly away from. So take the shot and immediately move, reposition. Not going just forwards or backwards, because then if they counter RT, the shell might land close to you, but always at an angle to where you expect the enemy to be. Right, I'm just waiting for something to be spotted, and there's a lot spotted, but I want to have, like, I want to make sure that I hit something. Oh look, there was something in that bush. And this guy, he's falling back, but he's not falling back too far, and I'm fully loaded, immediately fire, and boom, are you destroyed. Slightly over 1,000 damage, so I penned him. That was good. It's very useful to take out a scout on this map. Of course, immediately reposition, and now I'm gonna take a look if I can support my team here. T10 seems somewhat overexposed, but I'm not gonna take the shot if he's not spotted. If I'm giving lead and he stops driving, then I'll just render myself useless for, what, 30-40 seconds. And I don't have that many shells to begin with. So you want to make your shots worthy. Make them count. This is always excellent. 2 tanks close together. Boom. 255 on the T10, and also stunning on the object. If you can, I mean, it's good if you do a lot of damage, but with the new stunning mechanics, it's also very effective to just splash around corners or stun when you know that your teammates are going to be able to shoot at whatever you stunned. So this is what you'll see me do often. I'll take this shot. There was a chance that he was still in the bush, and if he was on low health, I might have taken him out. Maybe it wasn't the brightest thing to do, but another advantage of moving around a little bit as RT is that if you hit the T10, like the T10 I hit once or twice on that left hand side of the windmill, so he might think that's the only side where I can hit him if he exposes himself. But if you move a little bit, Don't have to be a lot. You can also hit him in the side. Or just shoot at the RT 257, who is really out in the open and sitting still. Like, there is no RT in the game. I always accept gifts like that. And reposition. See me look back again. Why is that? Because I don't want to drive over a tree and knock it over. Because if you drive over a small fence, that doesn't tell a whole lot. But driving over a tree, if enemy RT is counter RTing, then they'll see that. They'll know your position. You don't want to do that. And the T10 exposes him on the right hand side of the windmill. And I hit him again for, what was it, 354 damage. Basically shooting anywhere between 350 and 450-ish per shot with occasional bend. Move to a new position, save for from enemy RT. He isn't shooting at me, but you'll never know. In between reloads, I always look for enemy RT. Look, two tanks close together. You nuke the one, you splash the other. Easy way of getting double damage and stunning, of course. So good damage assistance as well, and reposition again. Well, would you look at that? An object. I'm marking where I'm aiming, so the Skoda knows it's good to keep this guy spotted. He drives back, up against the rock. I don't have a clean shot. There's shit in the way. So he's not spotted anymore. I'm marking again on the map. This is where I'm aiming. Skoda, please spot him. Skoda spots him, shoots him. Pens 2 out of 3, and the object, is he gonna fall back even further to where I have a shot? He is. Yep, he's moving. Shot taken. Bam, full in the side. 465 damage. This is a lot of what RT playing is. Like, you need to know where the enemy tanks are, much like what happened to the RU, for instance. And you need to sort of have a feel for how long your shell is on the way. Give lead. And if you can predict where enemy tanks are. This Jaegeru, of course, he knows where RT is coming from. He's not getting from behind that rock pretty much the entire battle. So he's a tough thing to shoot at. This one, I take the shot. I don't know if I hit him. He was unspotted when the shell landed, so I could have hit him, but I'll only know afterwards. And I'm moving up. Why am I moving up? Basically, because I feel like we will not lose the hill. You see the strong push towards their positions. We're leading 10 to 8. Sorry. It's very likely that if I'm on the hill, I'm still safe. And it gives me fresh shots. It gives me different angles. Like players like that Jaegeru, if he's behind that rock all day, it's because he thinks I'm shooting from, let's say, A2 or 3, which is where all RT are shooting from. But if you look at my angle at this point on the minimap, you see that I'm shooting him more from the side. And if I push on even further, I'm gonna have a whole new line. That one just flat out missed, apparently. Could be it flew over. Could be there's a corpse of a tank in front of him. Which is something you also have to keep in mind. If you see an enemy tank and he's hiding behind the corpse, don't shoot it. It won't splash him. It will only splash if you hit the ground next to him, but it won't splash through the carcass. Full health T49. Can I? No, I can't take the shot. I know he's there somewhere, but if I take the shot, I might only splash him for a little bit. At this point, I could take the shot and splash him, but let's take the shot. And look, 110 damage after your stun, which is funny because it means I also damaged him, because he had, what was it, like 400? And he got hit once for 110, which was the stunning assistance I had, which means that 300 magically disappeared. Well, look, new angles. The score is 7-5. Still not a definite victory, but take another shot. Must have hit him, or splashed him at least. And I'm going into the corner, into the bush. At this point I only have 2 shells left. I pretty much, every time I was loaded, pretty much immediately fired. Consistent firing by one arty. And this thing's got a reload of what, like 30-ish? There's a lot of shells raining down then. And here I get cautious. This one, sure hit. We knew he was hiding there. Another blind kill. And that was another one of their scouts. And now I have 1 shell left. 1 shell. And there's 4 enemies still alive. 7-4. You'd think it'd be an easy victory, but is it? And what can I do with the 1 shell? I can splash a Jaegeru. I could. But it might be only 100 and something, I don't know, wouldn't even kill him and I'd be useless further on. 6-4 is the score. I'm just waiting. I want to take that Jaegeru out. If he moves back, I'm gonna shoot it in his side and that will definitely kill him. But he's not moving back enough to make it a sure kill. There's still this chance I might hit the rock. 5-4? Oh shit, they're evening the scores. 5-3 again. Leopard 1's taken out, that's good. So they have a Death Star on a lot of kills. Jaegeru gets taken out, that's good. All they have now is their arty and a Death Star on 4 kills. Reasonably good player. So what shall I kill? We have 4 tanks, they have 2. We should be able to win this. Where are they? Look, and there's the Death Star. And then I decide, even though it's only 17 health, I decide to use my final shell on the Death Star. Why? Because he's more maneuverable, probably got a decent reload, can kill with more certainty my teammates. So what is left right now is only their arty. We're with the 3 of us. And I have no more shells. I'm saying in chat now all I can do is ram, which is... Well, fuck it, I'm going for it. I'll just race down. I mean, I can stay in that corner, but why would I? I'm useless there. Maybe if I go forward I can distract the enemy arty. Our enemy arty, by the way, kills our object 263, so all we have now is the Skoda. But he got spotted and he moves away. And I'm just racing down. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just, you know, ramming an M53? I don't think so. He's way faster than I am. Spotting him? Yeah. But everything's better than sitting still. And there he is. The Skoda spots him. Skoda fires and misses, but the second one, it hits. And so we win. Hoorah! So, let's take a look at the post-game stats. Interestingly, I played this one knowing that I needed half a percentage or something to get the first gun mark. And what do you know? I have the first gun mark. Just to prove I know how to scumbag like a pro. Haha. Also, aced it. Lovely. Bruiser. If you don't have a bruiser at the end of an arty game, you suck. And a Gore's medal, which is a nice thing to get. It means that I did 10 times my own health in damage to the enemy team, which means you are a valuable asset to the team, which also is being stated with the Confederate medal, which is good. So yeah, what did I do? I did 3 kills. On the end, the battle I think was about 2.5k damage recorded. Turns out it was over 5,000 damage I did with 3 kills, and I became first in my team because of the amount of damage that I did, and probably the damage assistance as well. But if you look at it, what we did was 841 to the T49. That was a blind shot, if you remember. So yeah, that was good. 208, the T10 I hit a couple of times for 609. STB I hit twice, I think, 586. The Death Star, it says here I hit him only once. That was maybe, I don't know, maybe it was the kill shot. Another one was a splash. But anyway, it was 487 altogether. Object 263, that's the one I only splashed. 229. And the Teeth 100 LT, 153 was a kill shot. 257, 881. Hit him, I think, twice or 3 times maybe. And of course, the gift that keeps on giving, an RU tank not moving, staying straight in front of you. Yeah, that's over 1,000 damage with 1 shot. So yeah, then altogether you get 5,000 damage, 22 modules of crew, and total stunning damage was 1,715. Says here. So yeah, 15 shots fired, of which 9 counted as a direct hit. Of course, sometimes you do a shit ton of damage with only splashing, but that was 6 times. Let's see, damaged 9 out of the 15, destroyed 3. Yeah, altogether kind of okay. Made after the game 33,000 credits and got 1,800 XP. Yeah. It was a good game. That definitely was a good game. I like this, and 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 I liked how I played it, how it worked out. It is, of course, a good arty map. Also, in arty, it doesn't matter that much if you're shooting up a tier. Like, I've been shooting up tier 10s. I'm fine with that. That's no problem. I can pretty much do the same sort of damage to them that I can do to tier 9s. Yeah, I carried. Well, at least I did my best. I scumbag nicely. And what you need to keep in mind if you're playing arty yourself and you wanna do well, is just lesson 1. It's very easy to prevent being counter artied. I mean, I do my counter artying. It's also quite fun to do and very, I don't know. It makes, yeah. If there's this guy who's shooting is sitting still, you just derp him because he's dumb. He's sitting still. It's so easy. If you move a little bit, you're not gonna get counter artyed. That's basically it. Move after every shot and move faster after every shot. It basically means that you can stay in the same random area if you move in irregular ways. And try to shoot only if you have a good target to shoot at. Don't do too many blind shots. And make good use of the whole stun mechanic. These shells nowadays, they don't have as high alpha as they used to have, but they splash very nicely. So land shells in between tanks and stun them. And allow your team to then farm their damage when they're tracked. Because you'll just feast with them. So yeah. This is how to scumbag like a pro, or at least like I am, like I do. I mean, I'm no scumbag. People might say that, but I'm not really. Maybe a little. I enjoyed this battle a little bit too much. Anyway, that was it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, you can leave a message or thumbs up or whatnot below, and I'll go on and get some more footage to show you. So on to the next one. See you later. Hoi.